Hi everybody, it's Heather from Heather's Fabulous Dog Training and Care. Hey, I want to talk to you today about backups. So, you hear it all the time and may not know what a backup means. So if you have a prong collar, these can wear out, come apart. You could have it snapped wrong and not snap. If you have a snap buckle, you can snap it and have it be crooked and maybe come apart. So we always back up our prong collars. You don't have to do it if you have a good slip collar or choke chain because if they're Hermspringer, they're steady and they shouldn't break. So anything like a dominant dog collar or a regular prong collar, we always back it up to protect us from losing the dog. So first and foremost, usually you'll see what I call the D. This is what your leash goes on, and then you should have another circle. Some just have a circle on each end. Usually Hermspringer doesn't, but of recent I have seen some that are not knockoffs that do have two circles. So you want the circle closest to the dog's neck, and you want to take a good carabiner. I don't like the big thick ones that are real flimsy. I want a good thick one. I clip it to the circle closest to the dog's neck, and I clip it to their flat collar. So if it's on the dog's neck, it's going to be high up, so it's going to come off looking like this. So the front one is in the front, and then you have the one back. So if either collar comes undone, for example, say this one comes undone, say the flat collar comes undone. Plastic buckles are great for that. That's why I use metal buckles if I can. It comes undone, you still have your dog. Same thing, vice versa. So the carabiner is a choice. It's a cheap choice. Or you can get what's called a backup. So it looks like this. It hooks each end. Same thing. Go hook it here and hook it here. And then you have it. You can also hook this to a harness. Like me, I do not use harnesses for walking dogs. A lot of them cause more health problems than they should. But I use a harness to seatbelt my dog in. So same concept. You have the dog backed up. So this is great, especially too also if you have a harness, because a lot of them back out of the harness. So as long as you have the leash hooked to the collar, you won't lose the dog. So that is something to be very on about. I see a lot of people just slap a prong on, take everything else off. I see them come undone a lot. I've had them come undone at class, and dogs go running after a squirrel or a rabbit or whatever. So please always use a backup. Also, there are tips that you can put on these that are plastic, rubber. I have some I could have showed you. They don't really help that much, but if you have a really sensitive dog and you're trying to get them used to the prong collar, you can put those and slip those over the ends as well. So, because it's all about pressure. This is not about hurting the dog. So, it's about a little bit of pressure to show them what's expected of them. And then when they comply, the pressure goes away. So, that's another tip, is always use a backup. It will save you from your dog getting loose, maybe get hit by a car or in a dog fight. All right, guys, have a fabulous day. Thank you. Bye.